Heading into winter, and the NHS is preparing for a very busy few months. The strain is showing in some places.
Yes, figures from one hospital trust in Hull showed patients at A&E waited longer than 4 hours before they were admitted or sent home. Anne-Marie Tasker has been speaking to people in the East Yorkshire town of Hornsey about the service there.
Record hospital waiting lists, record waits in A&Es, and NHS dentistry in crisis. But behind the national headlines, what's healthcare like for people living in our coastal communities? We've come to Hornsey Indoor Bowls Club in East Yorkshire to ask some questions. How many of you can't see an NHS dentist?
Well, we phoned as far as Scunthorpe, Barnsley, and there's waiting lists on a couple of them, but we're 3,000. How many were it?
3,000.
3,000 in front of us, and I'm 73. By the time my number will come, I don't think I'll need a dentist.
Can't get one. I'm just letting them fall out. I've got one left.
Have you been to A&E? And did you wait more than 4 hours to be admitted or sent home?
The first time I went, I waited about 7 hours. Then I was really poorly. I went back to the doctors the following Monday, and he sent me straight back to A&E. He said they should have done a head scan because it was quite a big head injury. And they did. I waited 11 hours then.
My husband was admitted by ambulance 3 times in June to A&E. First time was absolutely brilliant service. He'd had a stroke, he had a scan straight away, was admitted to a ward straight away. Unfortunately, had further issues in the following week, and we had to wait an hour for an ambulance, followed by about 12 hours before he was admitted. It's a bit of a lottery.
Have you waited longer than a week to get a GP appointment? And has it taken longer than 30 minutes to get through on the phone?
55 minutes on one day, and then he just cut me off, and I wasn't going to wait another 55 minutes, so I waited the following day. It was better, only 50 minutes before they cut me off.
Have you been on a hospital waiting list longer than the target of 18 weeks?
I had one hip replacement in 2015. They were fantastic. But then I was diagnosed that my other hip needed replacing. My walking is so restricted now. Last time I checked with the waiting list, it was 50 weeks.
And finally, have you paid for private medical treatment?
I'd gone to A&E by ambulance, very good. They took me in there, got me through, put me in one of the bays that they put you in. And 18 hours later, they decided to put me on a ward. And I was in there for 9 nights, almost lost my life, but still, they didn't push things forward for me to have the operation. The waiting time was just far too long.
How long was it?
2 to 4 years. So we chose to go and pay the £10,000 and go private.